Brandon, you wear a seatbelt when you ride?
We've been out on belts.
Ben.
Do I wear a seatbelt when I ride his cock?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't wear a seatbelt when I ride his cock.
Yeah, but I'm beeping the whole time you're riding me. Beep, beep. Are you buckled, dude?
Hold on.
What if I fuck you too hard? 3, 2, 1.
That's your reply to what I'm going to say. No, you're just going to say, like, no, that's a new untold story. Yeah, okay. Hey, is that story old or told? Fuck no, baby! It's a new untold story. A new untold story. It's a fresh baked untold story. A new untold story.
New Untold Story, episode
427.
I'm going to be huffing and puffing into the mic. I have a cold.
But yeah, that'll do it. It'll hurt the lungs. We're here with Brandon Walker.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
4
So
kids.
you know what that means.
4 kids, 3 sons, 2 feisty. Won the slam dunk contest.
All true.
Mm-hmm.
Ish.
What were you gonna say
about Brandon?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Okay, 427 is not an area code, but it is the beginning of a zip code in the city of Elizabethtown, Kentucky.
Why?
What?
Why do you know Elizabethtown, Kentucky?
Oh, I researched it based on the episode number,
Oh,
427.
Yes.
Thought you just pulled that off the dome. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Very small city, about 30,000 people.
The plot of...
In the spleen of Appalachia, about an hour south of...
Is that how they say
about an hour south of...
Why are you saying Louisville like that?
Dude, but Kentuckians are like fucking canine bloodhounds for people who pronounce it Louisville.
They get crazy.
Yeah,
They'll
they get
make
mad.
like ACC sports analysts, amateurs, like release 3-paragraph apologies. It's
Horrible.
It's lava.
Are they going to be happy
Bro,
with you for this?
You have 3 vastly misshapen and missized teeth. That's the only word you can pronounce.
Brand, is that accurate?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's right.
But it is Louisville.
They'll get on your ass.
Louisville.
They'll get on your ass. Yeah.
Louisville. So Elizabethtown, Kentucky is the Orlando Bloom, Elizabethtown.
Yes, there's a movie.
Yeah.
2005 rom tragicom
Oh, wow.
starring Orlando Bloom, Kirsten Dunst.
So they fall in love and somebody dies?
Who else? Jessica Biel,
Jessica Biel was his ex.
Alec Baldwin.
Who is the N-word chef woman?
Who?
Paula Dean is in it.
She's in it.
Wow.
Star-studded.
Star-studded.
She's the
cat.
N-word chef, and Alec Baldwin.
Wait, who's the N-word chef to you?
Yeah, what'd you think that was?
Wait, were you going to say a black person?
Yeah, I think he,
No.
He was
I
gonna
didn't
say
know
the
what you were
South
doing.
Park ass
he
dude.
was fixing it.
N-word chef is the South Park character.
I didn't know what you were
That's
doing.
his first name. They only call him by his last name. His name's N-ward. He's French.
His name is Jerome McElroy?
What's that? What's that to you?
I didn't know he had a name.
I didn't either. I thought it was just chef. Yeah, kind of okay movie.
No.
What?
27% on Tomatoes. Deserved. So I only watched 10 minutes of it, the first 10.
That's the funniest part.
Is that fair?
No, it's not, but it started out in a way that pissed me off so much that I discredited the rest of the movie.
I feel that.
So Orlando Bloom is like a young, mid-level shoe designer
Mm-hmm.
for a company that's supposed to be like the Nike of this cinematic
Mercury.
universe. It's Mercury Worldwide Shoes. Dumbass name.
That's not.
Mercury Worldwide.
Why don't you like that?
It should be like Nike or Adidas.
They can't
or
do that.
Puma. Mercury Worldwide Shoes was the company, and he designed a shoe called the Spasmodica.
The Spasmodica.
It was supposed to be the next Jordan,
Yeah, there it is. The third one. That was the shoe he designed.
and it tanked the company $970 million.
And Alec Baldwin's the leader of this company and gets mad at him.
Right, Alec
Yeah.
Baldwin, the carrot top of killers.
He's a prop killer.
All right, so Orlando Bloom somehow like the shoe he designed, which is supposed to like
He's like a mid-level guy. He designed a shoe.
and it cost the company $970 million.
$1 billion.
And it had to get recalled, which I don't think can happen with
I thought
shoes.
that was food. So I think my headcanon is that the shoes were poisonous.
The tongues had asbestos.
Yeah. But like they framed it like it was a brand new sports shoe, experimental, admittedly, but made with like an all new material.
Yeah.
Had to recall 300,000 pairs.
Right. So
I think it's a kind of cool shoe.
it's not bad. I will
Junda?
say that.
Yeah, that looks
The
like
Spasmodica. Brandon, I could see you buying those.
It looks like a video game controller, but I couldn't wear something called the Spasmodica.
Why?
The name itself is awful.
The Mercury Spasmodica
Sounds like a Outcast album.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
it has an umlaut.
You would love that.
I don't think the
Yeah.
shoe itself looks too
Unrealistic
terrible.
name.
They had to recall it.
So yeah,
Were people breaking their ankles? This
No,
is all
I don't
fictional. What am
No,
I
this
at?
is all like 3 minutes into the movie. Orlando Bloom goes back to his apartment, reaches into his drawer of knives, which he had, grabs a chef's knife,
Big one.
duct tapes it to his stationary bike
What?
with the plan of killing himself,
Wait. He's
By
going to run into a knife?
pedaling
He was going
himself
to pedal himself to death.
into blood
So
splatter.
like he made a device. There's like a montage scene of him building this suicide machine. And he's like
Yeah.
duct taping the knife. He's like cutting things off the bike. And he's like, it's kind of done like weird, like Home Alone style, like building.
I was gonna
booby
say
traps.
that's the way that the kid from Home Alone 3 would kill himself.
like he was like
Yeah.
extending tape and like winking and like
Yeah.
he was like having a really good time building a suicide. And so he would pedal and the knife would just go like this.
That was-
And, like,
that
stab
was
him in the chest
the
over and
goal of the
There it is. Yeah. And he hung the Spasmodicas off of it too.
Hard to
Yeah.
believe the shoe failed with that kind of ingenuity.
I know, right? He's brilliant.
the Home Alone ass suicide.
Dude, if the Home Alone kid ended up like being like a Dr. Kevorkian and was just
Yeah.
killing people in the funniest ways.
Or like the Home Alone 3 kid wanted to kill himself because he realized Scarlett Johansson is his sister and he'll never be able to fuck her. Only see her.
Understandable.
Yeah, that would be a reason.
Like guys like us at least have hope. Like maybe one day.
Yeah.
If it's your sister, you could never fuck her.
Someone did like a study on Home Alone 1, and apparently Marv and the other guy would have died like 16 times.
But if it was
If
a
it was
real story,
accurate.
they would have killed that boy and maybe fucked him.
Seconds, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone would have been dead real quick.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a real story, the cops would have hung out at the house until the boy came out. They wouldn't have left the kid inside the house.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
I
They
guess
called once.
I guess there's plot holes in that.
They drove by once and like, we don't see him.
yeah.
No, he's not there, ma'am. Have you checked the plane again?
With the Home Alone 3 kid, the plot is just him setting booby traps of Rube Goldberg's that like remove Scarlett's bra.
Booby traps, booby untraps. he makes that
he just
face.
really wants to fuck his sister.
That's the whole plot.
Yeah.
No robbers. Because have you seen Home Alone 3, Brandon?
You guys seem very intimate with this movie. I've
Loved
never-
it. It was my favorite movie. as a
I'm
kid.
glad he said this to me, and it was the most influential movie for me as a kid.
Mhm.
Really?
It was my intro to like rock music. When he's like, "This is my neighborhood." I got chills.
My 9-year-old the other day said, "Can we watch Home Alone 3?" And I said, "Have you seen Home Alone 2?" And he said, "No."
It's more for kids.
This is more for kids.
Okay.
It's
He
way
must have
more
heard about
prank
it then.
heavy.
Mhm.
He's like a little ingenious boy, but they're in this movie. They're not the common crook. Do you know what
There's
they
like
are? in this?
terrorist
They're terrorists. There's in his remote control car. They had the same exact remote control car at the airport, and they put a microchip in it that had a missile guidance system, and it ended up going home with him. So this little boy has a missile
the
guidance
8-year-old
system.
had
And so, so there's actual terrorists
They went Jason
Right.
Bourne mode on it.
that were trying to kill this boy.
It's like Stewie Griffin shit.
Yes.
It really is.
He had me like masking.
Yeah, and he's like waving the chip at him.
it's the microchip.
Do you have the missile chip? It's just that fucking bowl cut boy. All he wants to do is fuck his sister.
All he wants to.
I gotta check that out. I was very, very into 1 and 2.
This one I love.
It's for kid. It had me like duct taping my like giant camcorder from the 90s to a Fisher Price remote control car so I could get like spy footage of my parents' ankles.
You You invented the GoPro?
It was like it was like the Fisher Price one with the long antenna. You had to be standing right next to it to control it.
It was those remote control cars where the remote's still attached to the car by a cord.
Yeah. Like, Mom, stand still. I'm trying to get spy footage of you.
I try to make everything dominoes. Like I wanted everything to just knock it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This kid's an inspiration. Today's episode is brought to you by Game Time. You guys have heard it from us plenty of times, but I'm happy singing its praises because it's a fantastic app. It's the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. It is super, super, super easy to get tickets from Game Time. They have the Game Time Picks, which filters out all the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats. I'm sorry for my weird cadence there. I was burping.
Yeah, I'll take it over next time. Next time.
Oh, okay.
You finish this out.
Why waste your time searching through thousands of tickets? Just pull up your chosen event. You can go to GT Picks setting at the top of the screen, browse the best local Game Time picks. Go see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Go see Linkin Park and the new Chick Singer. Go see System of a Down.
Kendrick Lamar and SZA for $192. I would pay that for one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. What are you waiting for? I'm going to buy those Post Malone and Jelly Roll tickets right now. You can take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code UNTOLD for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code UNTOLD for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time. Oh, go see Suki Waterhouse. She just had Robert Pattinson's baby.
Suki Waterhouse?
Yeah.
That's a sick name.
Yeah.
Who farted?
That was Mook's fart.
That was Mook.
Shout out Game Time.
Wait, have you seen those videos where it's the teacher and they have the kids come up and like say something? She says their names. Like she faces away and she could tell all of her kids by.
Yes. Yeah.
I could do that with your guys' farts. That's Mook. That's Mook.
I think you could.
Yeah. Audio only, not
I
even
think
smell.
that'd be obvious.
Yes.
Kyle's are vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised you didn't fart during Werewolf.
That's I should have.
I think you always have one ready.
Yeah.
I don't right now.
Yeah. Code UNTOLD at GameTime.com.
That was that. Yeah, so in the movie, he's about to pedal himself to death.
Back to Elizabethtown.
Yeah.
Back to suicide.
And he gets a phone call. His dad just died. He has to go to Elizabethtown, where they're from.
But there was like a comedic thing where the knife fell out of the duct tape and he goes, oh man.
So he fucked that up too?
He fucked it up. He couldn't even, that's the
They
device.
did.
But like he was like proud of himself.
They did slapstick comedy with a suicide machine?
Yes. But there was a this is a pretty respected director, isn't it?
He has a cult following. Like people
Okay.
do love this movie and love this guy's work, but not for me. What about during the scene? Like Alec Baldwin comes in, and he's like, a little bit over the top, don't you think? You know, a little too silly for the gravity of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't
Oh,
Orlando?
Cameron Crowe did it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you like him?
Yeah, he's almost famous.
Wait, that's your favorite movie?
It's not it's one of them, but
Okay.
it's, Cameron Crowe's like big time.
He looks like he played Varsity.
He
He's
does.
the face of a Varsity.
Oh, he definitely.
star.
That's a Varsity.
That's a Letterman.
A
wearing
lot of
face.
jocks, like J.J. Watt has it. His teeth curve too early.
Yeah.
A real tight tooth curve.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of chin on that man, too.
Oh, wow.
Jerry
Vanilla-
Maguire?
yeah.
This man
Oh,
did
he did.
some...
Oh, that's
Almost
Jerry-
famous. Yeah, he's
This man did
Maybe
some
it's a
fucking
good
pictures.
movie. Yeah.
Elizabethtown is okay. He wrote this after his dad died.
Oh, he wrote a movie
Yeah.
after his dad died? I just went to Dollar General and bought some fake flowers.
Yeah, really?
Mhm.
I can't relate yet.
Fake from Dollar General.
No, but so yeah, he gets a call that his dad died, Orlando Bloom, before he
Yeah.
kills himself.
Mm-hmm. Then I stopped watching.
That was it.
That's all I had in me. But I was going to say, Alec Baldwin was like,
But he like it's on the way to his dad's funeral. It's an empty plane, and Kirsten Dunst is a very annoying flight attendant and talks to him the whole
Yeah.
time. But then she helps
I
him
hate
through
when that
his father's death, and I don't know. I don't want to talk shit on Kirsten Dunst just because
Yeah.
she had the hardest nipples ever in Spider-Man.
Buddy, we're not doing Dunst
Remarkably
slander
hard.
here, are we?
No. I mean, I
no
could call her a
Dunst, yeah.
snaggletooth below average actress, but her nipples were so hard and she
Rock
seems like a
fucking
nice
hard.
girl.
Yeah.
Oh, they horrible crop.
You know what's a good one? She's in Wimbledon.
Wimbledon is a
Paul-
very similar movie.
Paul
Bettany.
And she's got hard nipples in that one too.
Really?
I think she's just a hard nipple.
Hard
gal.
nipples were very big in the 90s.
Yeah.
They weren't big.
Have they
They were
gone-
small
They're
nipples.
Have they
small,
gone out?
hard.
They were small,
nipples.
big nip.
Are hard nipples out?
No, they're back.
I think now it's like permanent, but like them, like
We're kind of over. Like, oh yeah, I can see through your shirt. Like, I see your titties. Like, it's not a novelty anymore. I see your
yes.
whole titty. Oh, you're at a red carpet, and I see your titties. And I can see. Yeah, that's borderline transparent. I can see your whole titty. Yes. And it's just lost its luster.
It's diluted. The titty game's been
Well, the
diluted.
80s
You would
were
know.
every movie had titties in it, regardless. It could be a movie about anything. It's going to have some titties. The 90s pulled back and just gave you a nipple.
trying to find titties in the 90s as a boy was impossible.
Yeah, it was difficult. It was way more difficult. 80s, it was just
So
titties
that's why the
all up in
nipple
your
was
face.
such. That's why there's such an impact.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A nipple-shaped impact.
The nipple
Yeah,
or the front
it's a-
door of
it's
the
a- It's a
titty.
gemstone.
The nipple was the front door of the titty. Yeah.
So if you drive by the titty, you see
What's
a
the
good
back
front
door of the titty?
The shoulder blade? I don't know.
Yeah, it must be.
Mhm.
Someone say the nipple's the doorbell.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Ring it.
Yeah.
I like calling the areola the warning track.
Well, that's nice.
It would suck if you ring the doorbell and nobody's home. If you get to that point and you're like,
Oh, and then so you look around, it's just a lone tit of a woman.
Zing, or you hit like a ding dong. You're like, anyone there?
I really thought you were going to be here.
Still here.
I thought we were to the point where you were going to open the door. That's my fault.
Kim's new bra has built-in hard nipples.
What?
Yeah.
Kim who? Kim Kardashian?
Gotta be her.
Her Skims bra has built-in hard nipples for the people who don't have hard nipples.
Look at that.
Why would you want to have fake hard nipples?
Because it drives us fucking crazy.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I'll be goddamn.
But Elizabethtown. Okay, so the movie. But there is a real person and a real story. Tell me if you guys remember. Based on a plane in Elizabethtown. A man going to Elizabethtown from Chicago O'Hare. Brutal incident. David Dow.
Why would I ever know the name David Dow?
69-year-old Vietnamese American pulmonologist. Now do you remember?
No.
Still no.
2017. The incident has its own Wikipedia page. The 2017 United Express passenger removal. Do you remember this? This guy was not just dragged off the plane; he was brutally dragged off the plane.
How do you brutally
Bloody,
I remember
forced.
that. Yeah, he got
So,
absolutely packed.
is it a
in.
It
video?
was a full. They needed like extra.
The following footage may be disturbing.
Yeah, don't play it. I don't want to freak anyone out. I'll just describe it.
Okay.
Oh my god, there's blood everywhere.
How?
So this United flight needed 4 people to get off for whatever the reason. So they they ask if anyone volunteers. No one did. So they randomly picked 4 people and forced them to leave. David Dow was like, "No, I have to see patients today in Elizabethtown. I can't get off this plane." I heard he was polite. He just didn't want to get off the plane. So what did they do to him? They struck his face against an armrest, then dragged him bloodied, bruised, and unconscious by his arms down the aircraft aisle.
Are these the flight attendants?
Then this is like the
Got to be the security that comes onto the plane.
Yeah.
Right?
Shortly after
So is this an Asian man?
Vietnamese.
So this is what Mark Wahlberg would have done if he was on the 9/11 flight. Is that what you're gonna
That's
say?
in my notes. It wouldn't have went down like that if I was on that plane. I would have eliminated him. He would be dead. Triangle choke. Anaconda choke.
Look at the picture, dude.
That's
The one on the right. That's a. Oh, did he sue?
He had to have. So, shortly afterward, Dow boarded the aircraft again with blood coming from his mouth, spewing, emitting, repeatedly saying, "I have to go home and just kill me."
Oh my god, dude!
Just kill me?
They had him on some prisoner of war shit.
They tortured him when they cut him off the plane?
The remaining passengers were then directed to exit the plane while they cleaned the blood off the plane.
It was filled.
He was taken to the hospital, it says, with non-life-threatening injuries, including a broken nose, a loss of 2 front teeth, sinus injuries, and a significant concussion. They
Jesus.
rearranged his jaw. He got Volkanovski'd.
This guy had to get
$1 billion.
millions.
So the Washington Post initially reported that he was Chinese, which because one of the witnesses just assumed. So then it went viral on the Chinese Twitter site, which is called Weibo.
Okay.
Which is crazy to think about because they have 583 million users. This incident was viewed more than 480 million times on Chinese Twitter, which is pretty much bigger than real Twitter.
Did they think he was Chinese?
Everyone thought he was Chinese because one of the witnesses was like, yeah, he's a Chinese guy. And then his daughter, David Dow's daughter, Crystal Dow Pepper, later confirmed he's actually Vietnamese.
Sounds delicious.
Okay. That does.
I love Crystal Dow Pepper.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
The doctor's daughter is Mrs. Pepper. You'll never be Dr. Pepper, you little slut. You'll never be Doc. You'll always be Mrs. Pepper. You're not me. You can't pass M3 or whatever it is. You can't pass the
MK.
I'm trying to think of any. The rounds.
Yeah, I don't know.
You'll never survive the rotations. Yeah.
You'll only be Mrs. Pepper.
God,
You'll be Mrs. Pepper.
are there real Dr. Peppers?
No, did she settle down with Pib?
Yeah. I don't know what he ended up getting compensated.
It said undisclosed amount.
Yeah, amicably compensated. So
Enough to where he was
public.
like, all right, we're cool.
They just gave him a plane.
Probably. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah. $1 billion.
No, this is different.
Oh,
He
okay.
got
That's
$1
another.
billion.
Oh, he had the concussion. He had the concussion lawyer.
Oh, wow. You don't want that guy rolling in.
Mm-mm.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
So that's Elizabethtown?
There's one other thing. Get it out of the way. They do have a famous landmark on the National Historic Registry, and it is called Brown Pussy House. Okay? So Brown Pussy House served as a hotel and also included the Pussy Room Museum.
They have the Brown Pussy House.
And then you might look at that and say, Pusey, it's pussy. I looked it up. The house is named for William A. Pussy.
Will a pussy?
Will A. Pussy.
I'm about to will a pussy.
William a pussy?
Dude, I've got laid so long, I got to will a pussy. I got to go out there and will a pussy tonight.
Will A. Pussy, please report to the principal's office. Will A. Pussy. The house is named for William A. Pussy and his brother Alfred Brown Pussy. Pussy was born in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Pussy and married to Sally Cunningham. Alfred Brown.
Al Brown Pussy.
So Elizabethtown definitely outkicks its coverage for its population in
Certainly
terms of
has to.
relevance.
Certainly has to.
Dr. Alfred Brown Pussy.
There- The Brown Pussy House. I went to the Brown Pussy House's website.
Did you?
Yeah, you did tell me this a little look behind the curtain. You told me you were going to bring up the Brown
No,
Pussy
I
House.
did.
A lot of people get married there. So I was watching a lot of wedding videos at the Brown Pussy House, and they do bluegrass.
Oh, of course.
So a lot of live music and then a lot of weddings. It's not really that great looking.
It's not that great looking of a house. It's right on the street.
No, it's probably dope in 1750 or whatever.
I think one of us has to go.
To the Brown Pussy
The Brown
house.
Pussy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't want to make a scene there. I just want to get the pamphlet and tour.
I know, right?
Mhm.
Just learn more about brown pussy.
Mm.
What if that's
I
where
guess, yeah,
Dr. David Dow was
keyword.
going?
Yeah.
What are the rooms in the brown pussy house?
I don't know shit about brown pussy. I just pretend to. I just pretend to.
I don't know. I'm trying to rack my
I
brain.
know. I was thinking of rooms. I can't even think of rooms.
Basement.
The chorus of smoke alarm chirps in there has to be insane. One constant beep. I'm just saying.
They have a mold problem.
Oh.
I have no idea why that happened. Sorry.
Brandon.
No, none of us do.
pornography?
No, my Instagram just came up.
Is that brown pussy?
That was Megan making money on my Instagram.
That was Siri.
Yeah, Siri.
Searching brown pussy.
Again? Okay.
Oh, dude, the brown pussy house. It looks fine.
Is the brown pussy haunted?
That would be fun. The ghost of the
people from Elizabethtown are listening to this. Like, it's Brown Pusey, and no one has ever stooped that low to even make that joke before. It's not even close to pussy.
It's so close to pussy.
It is.
Brandon, we have you on because I found a baseball team.
Baseball team.
Yeah.
All right. I'll do a baseball team.
The Altuna Mountain Town.
The Mountain Town is the name of it.
That's the name of the team. Sick name.
Yeah.
One season.
Okay.
I think they went 6-19. But it counts as an entire season. They just
Is it Mountain Town or Mountain City?
Mountain Cities, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They gave the team attendance was so bad, they just gave the remaining schedule to another team.
I looked it up. It was like under 100.
Some games were under 100, which I said was very low.
Okay.
But they were so bad, the Cleveland Maroons came into town, and look at how bad the Maroons beat them. Oh, the St. Louis Maroons. After losing 11 straight, they had the Maroons come into town. Oh, no. They gave up 92 runs and 53 errors in one game.
This is
as bad as it gets.
This was a time where you just...
The team was so bad, they gave the remaining schedule to another team.
They just said, hey, would you like to play on this baseball team in Altoona?
I looked up some of the players.
And the wrong guy
Wait.
said yes.
I looked up 2 of the players.
Who we got on the Altoona?
And I know they have to be the same people.
Let me see who you have.
Harry Coons.
Hi, Harry.
How did Harry Coons die? First off, Harry Coons was part of this team, which was abysmal.
Yeah,
Right.
Harry Coons died in a way. He was hit by a bus.
No, in 1932, after being hit by a bus driver,
He got punched.
he got punched in the face by a municipal employee. He got a left hook to death.
Yeah, he got hit by a bus driver.
By a bus driver.
You got to whisper the driver part. He got hit by a bus driver.
Yeah, at the barber shop.
And then who else do you have?
Germany.
Germany Smith.
Nick, how many errors did Germany Smith have in his career?
1009.
1,009.
How long was his career?
Germany
13.
Smith had 1,009 errors, and one of those years he was the best defenseman in all of baseball. Staring mindlessly into nowhere.
He could be. Yeah, look, he committed an error in the photo, dude. He didn't look.
Yeah, he didn't look at the
Chalk it up.
photographer.
Chalk
Dude,
it up
just
for one more.
Look at the lens.
Come on, Germany.
And Nick, how did Germany Smith pass away?
I don't know.
He was struck by a motorist. Not a motorcycle or a car. A motorist.
Got punched by a
He
guy.
got punched by a driver, dude.
Oh.
What a find.
Go back to the Germany Smith one. So he committed 7 errors when his team decided to punish new pitcher Phenomenal Smith.
What?
Did you look up Phenomenal?
He was a
click
little
Phenomenal
better.
Smith.
He only had 800 errors.
John Francis Phenomenal Smith.
Oh my God. Some of their other players that they were so bad, they didn't really have a Wikipedia. They had Charlie Manlove, and then they had George Nofsker. His batting average was .04. That's a Seagram's
BAC was
escape.
higher.
That's one Seagram's escape. His BAC
He was a Seagram's escape.
.04 batting average. MLB.
Oh my God.
MLB player.
Damn. You'll find some good ones.
You'll find some fucking good
Yeah.
ones, man.
The late, give me anything with 1880 something. It's going to be a blast.
Did all of them die in hilarious ways?
Yes. Now, one was pulmonary embolism I was looking up, but I just decided to skip over that one. But-
Rudy, this has me wondering about old time hockey players.
Yeah. So for this day in history, the first season of the NHL was 1917.
Today?
December 19th.
I didn't know they were that old.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking old. But I was trying to just dig into that first season. Remarkably boring compared to the baseball players.
Oh, no, yeah,
Yeah,
because
you
you have to have skill and talent to play hockey. When baseball just started, it could be anybody.
And I think what I realized is that once you flipped out of the late 1800s to the early 1900s, people sort of just locked in.
Follow
Things
the
got more
rules.
organized.
Yeah.
Things got locked in.
Yeah.
Having said that, the Montreal Canadiens in the first season were sharing an arena with the Montreal Wanderers. And it's kind of ironic the name was the Wanderers because their stadium burned down.
That's probably why they were called that. They would flip names willy
They
nilly.
would just name
Back
them
in the
after
day.
anything that
Yeah.
happened that day.
Whatever happened
Yes.
to them.
Yeah.
So they then went to another stadium, the Canadiens, The Wanderers just folded.
Done.
They were like, go wander elsewhere. And then the Canadians were in a different stadium. That one also burned down.
It's a building filled with ice.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the
That's
last
so
place
cold. I think that would put out fire.
But yeah, there
Yeah,
was
but by the time the fire gets down to the ice, the top of the building's already gone.
Right, but then the fire should go out. You should just wait it out.
yeah.
No ice rink should burn to the ground.
Agreed.
I have a stupid question. Is anything colder than ice, or is that the coldest?
Dry ice?
I'll be goddamn.
Because it seems like there should be like levels colder. Because I can
liquid
touch
nitrogen
It.
is much colder than ice.
colder than
I'm talking about an object.
That's a sassy sentence right there.
That's a thing.
Sounds bad.
Yeah,
that motherfuckers liquid nitrogen cool as
I
hell.
guess.
I guess
Liquid nitrogen. Yeah.
space.
Absolutely.
And when you're flying in like a plane, isn't the outside temp like -140? Ice isn't that cold, dude.
I know.
But I think some
held
ice
it.
is colder than other
But like
ice.
some ice is, that's weird. If ice gets so cold, it doesn't turn to anything else. It's always its final.
It just becomes more ice.
Does ice get colder?
becomes better ice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What happens if you freeze ice? What happens if you drop ice in liquid nitrogen?
You get mega ice.
Right.
Do ice cubes go bad? Who the fuck Googled do ice cubes go bad?
It's expired.
Like misbehave.
Oh, my ice cubes expired.
Oh, this ice is 2
my
months
stomach.
old.
I had an old ice cube.
That was someone on the Titanic was like, can they just be misbehaving?
Yeah. Ice cooled with liquid nitrogen. But no, what?
That's creating ice by exposing it to liquid nitrogen, right?
I don't know.
We take ice cubes of regular ice and cool them with liquid nitrogen.
So it's making ice colder.
Okay.
That would be awesome if hockey was played on really cold ice and it hurt like fucking shit when you
colder
fell.
hockey.
You hear him scream. Colder hockey would put hockey out of business.
Yeah.
For sure.
It hurts so bad.
The guys would fall and scream.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even fight at that point. They'd be holding each other up. They wouldn't let each other fall.
But
Significantly colder hockey.
back to what you were saying about fire and ice. When I was playing juniors and we were playing in Rio Grande Valley, which is a stone's throw away from the Mexico border. We were playing the Rio Grande Valley Killer Bees. And they had a bee for their mascot. And for the pregame, they had a laser show and he was dancing to Dead or Alive.
By Bon Jovi.
By Bon Jovi.
Very cool.
And what they did is they put gasoline on the ice and they made a ring around him and they lit it and it did a ring of fire around him. Very
Sick.
cool.
Oh my god.
The repercussions of that very cool display was that we had to delay the game an
It
hour
melted the ice.
because it melted the
Yeah,
ice.
you caught it on fire.
It melted the ice so
Yeah.
much to the point where it melted where the sponsors below the ice were just exposed.
Oh, yeah.
And then they filled it in kind of, and then there was just a divot in the ice.
I used to paint the ice
Oh
for
my
the
God.
Wheeling Nailers.
Really?
Every year.
What?
I
Just
don't-
painted their logo.
No, I would go out there and they would have the stencils out, and me and my graphic class would go every year
Oh.
and paint every sponsor logo.
It's a good redemption story.
What do you mean? What?
I don't know.
Have I redeemed myself yet?
I just said that.
Did you leave? I would have wanted to like
just
leave like a
fucking
little
said-
Easter egg in the corner.
No, I was afraid.
Draw like a tiny little.
I've never done anything bad.
So that was just you take a spray.
No, we got cut a can of paint and paint it.
Wow, like down on your knees, painting.
On my
I
knees.
never
It was
really thought
fucking
about
cold. It
that.
was the worst day of the year.
Yeah, we also used to do, a lot of junior teams would do this for Breast Cancer Month. They would spray paint the ice pink.
The entire sheet of ice.
The entire
looks
sheet of
cool,
ice.
too.
I'm aware. Yeah.
Wait, what
it's,
do you mean?
It's a nice sentiment, but it looks like
Oh.
shit.
Oh,
we know.
Kyle didn't know about breast cancer until he saw the pink ice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
A fan coming in is
That's
like,
in my mind now.
this is terrible. Oh
Oh,
my
I-
God, I had
wait.
no idea.
Cancer what?
Thank God for the ice.
Cancer what?
I would have never
Yeah,
known.
now you know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Then you go about your day.
Mm-hmm.
Our
Good to
our
know.
stadium kind of half-assed it. It was more of like they got 3/4 of it.
Like a mauve.
Yeah.
I always say mauve.
Is it mauve or mauve?
I don't know. It's mauve. Because the Mauve Avenger was the boxcar in Hey Arnold.
None of those words did
No.
anything to me.
Nothing.
You should know you should know that.
The Mauve Avenger, huh?
Yeah, I think Arnold's boxcar broke, and then
Oh. Yeah, I do.
and they had to combine it with Eugene's because they wrecked into each other.
He spelled it. So
My mind goes
bad.
to like a remote control boat in that little pond.
I don't remember that.
Oh, those are sick. My buddy had one of those.
Those are always disappointing.
Remote control boats?
Every time I buy a remote
Not as
control
disappointing as
boat-
remote control planes.
Yeah, those are bad too. Unless you get you got to invest like $500 or $1,000.
Well, hobbyists will invest that much.
Those
and
are
then
good.
for like a 5-second takeoff. And then
My dad got into that for a bit. We got the yellow
blows
bee,
up.
which looked like a Predator drone, but it was like this big. It was just a glider. Within 20 minutes, my dad put it right into the baseball diamond.
You can't. You
Curtains.
have to learn. You have to be like a good ass pilot.
They're hard as fuck to fly.
Okay, this next one I think is like it's simple. It's a 1-for-1 swap that you can do right now and you should do. And I don't get why you wouldn't do it.
You talking Mobile X?
Mobile X. It's an app-based mobile phone service that doesn't have you losing money.
That's
More money.
yeah. That's the best way to pitch it, and it sounds too good to be true.
You only pay for the data, talk, and text you use. So like other service plans, probably the one that you're using. You pay for your data whether you use it or not. So not with Mobile X. And it's that simple. Get Mobile X. It'll help you get unfucked.
Mm-hmm.
All while using one of the largest, 5G networks in America. They have access to that.
Yeah.
So you'll save money. It's simple as that, and it's a good network. It's a good service.
Yeah.
There's no catch.
There's no catch.
There
There's no
is
catch whatsoever.
It's honestly hard to believe you could be saving up to 90% on your phone bill.
That's a huge percentage.
A lot when you switch to Mobile X.
Go to mymobilex.com or download the Mobile X app from the App Store or the Google Play Store today. All right, let's talk food, B.
Mhm.
Factor.
Mhm. It's going to taste good,
Uh-huh.
and it's going to
At a good price point, and it has a
Chef.
meal for any palate.
and whatever your diet is.
Yeah.
So if you want it to be very healthy and tasty, yeah, you got it. If you want it to be a little bit less healthy and even more tasty, yeah, you got it.
Of course. If you're a
Keto,
pescatarian,
whatever your diet is, they got it
Mhm.
for you. They have so many different options, 35 different delicious meals every week, and over 60 additional convenience options that you can add to your box, like keto cookies, pressed juice, and smoothies.
Mhm.
It's America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service.
Smoothies are the greatest joy a person
It's such
can
a
put
good,
in their mouth.
such a good, refreshing treat.
Oh my God. The right smoothie hits 100% of the time.
That's a feeling. It's not like quenching thirst or like satiating hunger. It's a different sensation.
Mhm. Head to factormeals.com/50KB. That's 50KB, and use code 50KB to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code 50KB at factormeals.com/50KB to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping while your subscription's active.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do.
I'm real into now watching the videos of the guys with the super fast cars, the super fast RC cars.
Oh, the ones that do the pit stops?
And no. They go in a circle and they have to attach them to a wire because they'll fucking fly away.
Those have like the highest land speed record of any.
The person stands in the
object.
middle of them, and if that wire hits you, it's going to slice you in half so fast.
Yeah, he just holds onto a pole in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I haven't seen these.
I've seen competitive where they're just racing.
No, this guy like hit like 4 million miles an hour or something.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
joking, but like 300.
it moves like almost as fast as like a particle collider.
Search like RC car circle.
Have you seen the ones where they do have the pit stop guys? There's two guys. They're not doing the remote. They're just waiting to oil it up or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the big cars. Mook, it was the first video. This is like a big hobbyist thing.
He's in the middle.
Yes.
Tether car nationals.
And they call themselves athletes.
No.
That's what it is. Tether car. And there's not really like any. It just goes fast. It's just a little car on a metal wire.
Yeah, this is how they started.
Oh my God.
That's it.
That's the car.
That's the whole car. And then there's that wire that goes around. They have to stand on that little podium, and it's these old ass guys. And if they fall off, the wire's going to slice them all the way down.
No, these cars are going faster than the speed of sound.
Yeah, Mook, turn the volume on.
He melted a piston down, so
So he's like going in a circle with it, and then has to stand up on that pole, I think.
it's an umbrella. And
Yeah, it's too wobbly because that if he falls off that, he's
Right.
fucking dead.
Oh, he gets it going real good.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean if he falls off, he's dead?
Because that wire's going around in a circle now below him.
Oh my God,
He's
yeah.
standing above a blender on an
that
umbrella.
wire would bisect him.
It would be like Ghost Ship, the beginning of Ghost
What if
Ship.
I was just on the track and the shit hit me in the ankle? Would I like?
I don't know, dude. Because it's going 200 miles an hour.
God damn.
Yeah, I said speed
It's
of
kind of
sound.
sweet.
And now what? Like, what do you?
He has to wait.
What does he do
calling me
next?
during the podcast again? That's 3 in a row.
Is that 3 in a row for her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
She's on
Brandon, you in on
fire.
Why she wouldn't
I don't
know our
want-
schedule?
This hobby.
I don't think I am.
Tether car.
What's the pleasure? Where's the pleasure?
Tinkering.
And they can't race them.
I'm gonna
They
add
can't
this,
do
I'm gonna
two
add
at a
this.
time.
Tinkering, working on it,
Getting like 1 mile an hour
pursuing
faster.
the speed records. The pride of it's like, that's my car.
Where's the pussy?
Yeah.
Where's the pussy at the end of this? Oh, he gets pussy. I don't know.
No, he doesn't. It's kind of cool. That's not cool.
Yeah, I know.
God damn it, it's not cool. If this is going on, there cannot be a hoe within 50 miles.
I can't.
That makes a hoe force field.
The evolution.
You think
of
that's
this
a hoe
sport,
force?
I think it's a hoe force field.
I think hoes might be into that.
Hoes aren't into that.
Hoes like speed.
Hoes would love a world record like speed.
Yeah.
No.
Hoes
no.
enjoy speed.
Hoes
It's
love
one of the weaknesses
NASCAR
of their
drivers.
kind.
Hoes like speed.
Hoes like speed.
And bingo.
Hoes don't like bingo.
Hoes like bingo.
What kind of hoes you?
Hoes hate
Hoes
bingo.
hate
I feel
bingo.
like bingo houses is filled with hoes, old hoes.
No,
old
no,
hoes
they're
aren't
just
hoes
waiting to
anymore.
die.
Old hoes are just, they're just like,
Is that not a hoe?
No.
I don't know.
I've never been to bingo.
I used to
I'm
go.
talking
I go to my
ass.
grandma.
Do you want to go to bingo?
I
and
would
check
like
out
to.
some
Not
hoes?
really. It looks boring as hell.
It is. It is. The times I've gone, it's always by a priest that thinks he's a comedian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he's got the world in the palm of his hand.
oh yeah.
He's got fucking 25.
They're laughing at everything.
25
so
old
loud.
widows out there just dying, living on his every word.
They're loving it.
Yeah.
They're like, a priest can just like mention anything that isn't in the Bible, like that's
Yeah.
in real modern life, and people will crack up.
It's I call it musician funny. Musicians can say the least funny thing on stage, and people
Yeah.
will lose their mind as long as it's not a song.
A priest
Yeah.
at bingo is like 1993 Snoop Dogg to these people.
Yeah, they're like starstruck when they're walking the walls, and the priests love it.
Yeah, like imagine a priest came up to you and was like, "You seen Gladiator 2?" I'd be like, "Oh fuck, okay, look at you."
Yeah, I'd be like, oh my god, you're this coolest guy for seeing this blockbuster.
yeah.
Whoa, you're different.
So you get out.
We were talking maybe last episode, I don't know, about how weird confession was with the priest.
Yeah.
Do you remember the rules of communion? Because I got those satellite wafers, and it's been bringing me back to communion. What was the one rule with communion?
The rules of communion.
You couldn't let it touch your teeth.
Yeah, so you just stick your tongue out.
So you had to get like the first church I went to, you had to get on your knees, like on this cushion in front of the priest. He would give you the communion. And he would tell you no teeth, and like that just hit me.
Do you think people now do the Hygo face?
Now that you say
Yeah, well, don't do it.
I'm not, I
the
don't
what
know.
face?
That like crazy shit that like anime e-girls do
Anime
now,
e-girls do
where
the
they, like,
face
cross their
where
eyes.
they're-
It's like crazy hypersexualized freak shit.
Amazing. No, I do now remember chewing it, I guess, with my tongue.
Pressing it with your tongue.
I don't remember hearing that like straight up.
No teeth. Not
No
great.
teeth.
I had to go.
That was me in front of Father Joe with my arms behind my back.
On your knees was optional.
No.
On your knees was very optional.
No, the first church I went to, St. Mark's, had a cushion around the altar.
Oh.
Dude, search communion on knees. It's very common.
Have you ever been to the Lebanese church?
No, they don't speak English.
They used me as a skit character once.
What do you mean?
I was in 8th grade, and I remember they thought I was much, much younger. I played like a little boy.
Yeah, that's how my first church used to be.
Ew.
So I don't get, Catholicism was probably big in like Louisiana and stuff, but I never knew any Catholics. growing
Whoa.
up. And I'm not familiar with any of this Catholic Church stuff.
It's weird that like different sects of Christianity are so different, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
South is all Baptist
Catholicism,
and
I'd
Methodist.
imagine, is the cultiest.
No,
I think
probably not even close.
I think Baptist is like those are the ones who have the camps. And
I mean,
like,
there's
the
churches
transitions.
in West Virginia and the South.
Oh,
that-
snake
that handle
handling.
snakes.
Yeah.
That's cultish.
Like 10 people a year die from that.
Yeah.
You know about snake handling churches?
I think there's a new documentary on snake handling churches. I've been watching TikTok.
Those
clips of it.
priests drop like flies.
Yeah, and they're like, if I leave today, I leave believing. Well, that's dumb.
They're so trusting in God that they'll
Yeah.
handle this poisonous snake and it won't bite them.
Yeah,
But isn't
Always
the whole
does.
thing that the snake is evil?
Huh?
Isn't the whole thing this?
yeah, but they're not scared of it.
They're not
That's the
scared of it
thing.
because they're churches that nobody would like rent to them. They won't build these churches. They're all in tents. like big circus tents.
Yeah. West Virginia's a hotbed for them.
It's like
I
the
didn't know
spot.
this. I got to look into this.
So I like the idea of like they go to heaven and like this sort of imagine like they do go to heaven, God exists,
Yeah.
but they kind of misstepped on the snake thing, and he's like, "What are y'all doing?"
Yeah. Why are you messing with
Yeah.
snakes?
Yeah, that you shouldn't be
Didn't
doing
Where did I
that.
say? Where did I
That's
say that?
crazy.
I gave you this life and you're doing that shit?
Literally the first.
I'm
first
so
page
mad
that
at
said
you.
The snakes not. To be
Yeah,
fucked
so that
with.
was page 1.
Page one.
Literally.
I had to when I did communion. I had to go and I had to do the nah.
Oh, you had to say
Yeah.
no?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But they still made
wouldn't
me
serve
go
you.
up there.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah.
That was weird. Like when you had like an evil homie spend the night and you had to take him to church.
Take him to church and they
he had
couldn't
he had to go up and not accept.
But like the thing is like I would have let the homie like have some, but
you probably would have, yeah.
but my mom was like, no, you wait here when we go up, or you have to walk up like this, like you're from Wakanda.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm from Wakanda. I can't have this communion. Yeah, it was weird. Look, I'm thinking about it more and more.
It was.
Because then Paige from Philly, I was talking about it with her because she was like, this tastes like communion. And she was like, my bishop was a pedophile. And I was like, I know. Because your
it was our
bishop got banned from Philly and sent to Wheeling.
And that's what they would
Yes.
do. They would just move them from
They
town
would send
to
them.
town.
They would send them to places where I like to say less fuckable
They were
boys.
So
early-
they got demoted to like A ball.
Yeah, like look at you're gonna
literally.
They were early on the transfer portal.
Or double A ball. Double balls.
Yeah.
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 What else you got?
Sunday, I had a massage. And I'm not like a quirky massage guy. Every time I get a massage, something crazy happens. I've had plenty
Well, the
of
last
very
time-
normal massages.
Your
I've had
last
plenty
massage, the
very-
guy sneezed in your ass.
So this is going to sound fake. I didn't want you to bring that up.
No way it happened again.
All right.
There's got to be maybe 4 people that have ever had that experience. Having been their ass
Nobody's
sneezed in.
ever had an sneeze spit in their ass.
He had the worst cold of the 21st century.
Just stay home, bud.
But this one, I kind of want to shout him out.
I'm imagining your bare ass like tighten up real tight because you got sneeze in it. God, you say God bless you as soon as you clench and your voice trembles.
Funniest things I can think of. Like, it just never would have ever crossed my mind having the ass sneeze.
How was your massage? It was okay. You might be the only ass on earth that's ever been sneezing in the history of man. No ass.
Like 50,000 years of human existence, you're the first time
You know how you go to the eye doctor and that thing that like puff? It felt like that on my ass with his sneeze water. But
It was what?
Sneeze water.
Can your ass be affected by germs, or is it is that a germy area as is?
probably not. No one would know. I'd be the first person to know.
There's a new disease because you have like
Yeah.
Your ass cells were probably so fucking confused.
they're covered in shit and germ.
Like, what is that?
2 different types of germ.
All right. Well, now I'm pissed because now you're not going to believe this next one. I almost want to like shout him out, but I don't think he's going to like what I'm about to say about him. Otherwise, it was a phenomenal massage. Otherwise, I guess Cliff Note. He farted. He farted. And when you're a guy when you're me and your male masseuse farts, a lot goes through your head.
Like what?
So first off, it's a couples massage, not like collaborated, but my girlfriend is on the next bed.
Okay.
Very quiet operation. But again, my masseuse has a cold. He has a loud mouth, not like his voice, but like
breathing.
You could hear
He's a lot of congestion.
all the organs. And so he's like coughing throughout, whatever.
That's not whatever. That's
I know. It happened again. And then I have my underwear on this time, but like 45 minutes in, it's dead silent. He farts. And I am losing my shit. I have a blindfold on and I am like trying not to make sound, but I'm like clearly like laughing with my mouth.
Were you laughing enough where you were jiggling?
Because here's what made me laugh.
touching you, dude.
Here's what made me laugh. There's 2 things. 2 big moments that made me laugh. He farts. It's real awkward. And then I hear his lips unlock from each other. Like and he goes to say, "Excuse me," and he bails.
He bails on the.
It was
He
so
thought maybe
awkward.
he got away. Maybe you didn't hear.
I heard him about to say, "Excuse me." Knew my girlfriend thought it was me. Confirmed afterwards, she thought it was me. I'm laughing about that. And then a little bit after, he starts massaging my hands, and he starts pulling my fingers. And I die laughing because I'm thinking of
You're the one.
the concept of him like farting, being embarrassed, so he tries to pull my fingers to get me to fart too. And now I'm audibly kind of laughing, and it's so awkward.
Does he say anything afterwards?
No, he didn't acknowledge.
Was it the
but
first thing your girlfriend said after the massage? Like, did you fart in there?
I actually brought it up. She was like, "I thought that was you." I was like, "God, I knew it."
Was your face at the level of his ass?
At this point, I was on my stomach.
Yeah, but you're still on a table.
Are you on a table or
Where's
are you
his,
in a
if
chair
he's
massage?
standing, where's his ass?
Where's his ass?
Where's his ass?
Yeah, where the fart came from.
Standing. Oh no, it was away from me.
Okay.
Same height.
I don't know. I had a blindfold on.
Could be anything. Was it better or worse than the sneeze?
It was better. It was just funny, it was just awkward because when you're trying not to laugh.
Yeah, and that makes it even funnier. And then he starts pulling your fingers.
Laughing and pulling my
I like the
finger.
idea of trying to think of ways to level the playing field. It's like,
Yeah,
all right, I
he's trying to get
farted.
me to fart. Could have been me.
I'll start pulling his fingers.
Yeah. I got to go into offensive mode here. See how I can pull one out of him.
Oh, that's so
great
good.
massage. Beforehand, though, he asked me a question. He was like, "Are there any problem areas that are off limits?" That should be a 2-part question.
Wait,
What's the second part?
because if you say a problem area that's off limits, there's nothing he can
my
do.
dark beige cock is off limits, but it's not a problem area. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't call it a problem area, but you don't touch it. Balls too. Not problems, but off limits.
Come on, man.
Yeah. We didn't get there.
That's a
I
fair
had my
point.
underwear on.
Dude,
Yeah, but
I need to see a slow-mo video of an ass getting sneezed.
the
at just to
previous
see
one was worse.
The mist, and then it hits the ass tenses. It's the funniest sequence of events ever.
It makes me so giddy.
Bless you.
Yeah, it makes me so giddy.
Also, that's a massage I got abused. For
Yeah,
an
right.
hour.
The ass sneeze massage, you said it just hurt the whole time.
Was it Happy Garden or something? Yeah. So bad.
Oh my God. That's really fucking good. Mookie, what's going on? Any housekeeping?
No. Go ahead.
Well, we're doing bonus week. That we're recording bonus week. It's been a busy week. We're both all burnt out. So to make it the best, we're going to put that out early January. We're going to record it the first week we're back and then put it out the following.
Okay. Yeah, I love that. Brandon's wearing the new Platson crew neck. Thank you to everyone who bought that.
Oh yeah,
Kyle, I bought this with my own money.
Own money.
You keep telling me that. I really appreciate it.
No, but it wasn't being
I've
recorded.
told you many times.
Yeah.
And then there was a dude who made like a fucking video game about New Platson.
A guy made a role-playing game similar to Dungeons and Dragons about New Platson, and we gotta have him reach out to us.
Reach out to
think
me. That's
it's-
amazing.
It's almost like a D&D campaign where you are who's a popular wrestler
Yeah,
there?
he was using Connor Rigetti, and
You're his friend. You just moved there, and you have to work your way up the social constructs of New Platson.
Yeah.
What? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, a guy made a
regardless
role-playing
of
game.
how it worked.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you for doing
That's
that.
insane. That's so cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I want to play that shit.
Yeah, it's somewhere on our subreddit. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. All right.
I got nothing, man. I'm just burnt the fuck
Yeah,
out.
you've been-
and I need to get back to Philly and do nothing for a week. So
That'll be good for you.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You've been going hard.
You're going? Are you going? You're not going anywhere, are you, Brandon?
No, I'm staying here, but
I'm trying to get him to buy Tommy a paintball gun. I loved paintball. as a kid.
I would buy one if I could get it sent to my house. I can't get it sent to my house in Illinois,
Yeah.
and I don't know where to go to buy one. Is there
Oh, they
just
don't deliver?
You could
Just
go
a
to a
paintball
Dick's.
store?
You go to Dick's, I bet.
I don't think Dick's have paintball.
Where you have a Titman 98 custom?
I had a Spider.
Let's
I
talk
wanted the
after.
Titman.
I had a Titman 98 custom.
I had a Tim.
So that was everyone wanted the Titman 90.
Well, you had an A4, I bet, because you were or A something.
I don't really remember. I had a falling out with paintball.
I had all the gear. I had an extended barrel. I loved tinkering and building it. I was so afraid.
I was
too.
terrified.
I'm so embarrassed.
Every party I would go to, because paintball was all the rage in 8th grade. Everybody's birthday would be paintball.
Yep.
and I never got hit by a paintball at any of the parties. I pretended to get hit.
Yeah, I would
I would like break a ball on me, and I would be wearing the body armor that has like the abs on it. So I was this little, I was like a little 8th grader.
Yeah.
And I would just hit a paintball against me and say I was hit.
Have you
I
ever
would
been
always-
hit by a paintball?
Oh yeah, now I have. It's not
It
bad
hurts.
Oh, it hurts
Oh.
like fuck.
I hated it.
I hated it too.
I had to play at Barstool vs. America, and it was fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, I was like up them, dude. I was just sitting behind like at the spawn point, just like
Oh, yeah.
waiting. Just not doing it. But I had a falling out because I went with my buddy. I may have told the story before. Sorry if I have. But we went to this kind of this place we hadn't gone before, kind of sketchy. And my friend was super into paintball.
Yeah.
I didn't really care, but it's like he wanted to go, so we went. And this place had a bunch of older fellas that were really into it.
Oh yeah,
I
with
was
the double. Oh,
legitimately probably 12 at this time. Usually there's a mercy rule. If you sneak up on flank somebody, you like mercy them. You don't shoot them from a foot fucking away.
No.
This full-grown man in like full military fatigues was legitimately a Vietnam vet, walks up behind me. I'm a child and shoots me in the kidney. I was bleeding.
oh yeah, the well will have you bleeding, dude. My parents, it's all I ever wanted. I had a full ghillie suit, and then I wanted Played Against Sports had the Tipman branded grenade that was just filled
I remember
with
the
paint.
grenade. It kind of was a
And
bust.
my dad was like, "Don't open it in the car." I
Did it explode?
in the car. yeah.
Airsoft was where it was at.
No,
So
no.
that's what I'm concerned
dorks.
about with buying Tommy a paintball gun. It feels like right now in 2024, airsoft is bigger.
But the
than paintball.
tinkering with paintball, like, I was going on websites buying barrels and I was taking it apart myself, learned how to use like an Allen wrench and take it apart, the CO2 and like the accessorizing. It's like probably like the toy car thing. Like that was the most fun part for me.
But
Alright.
yeah, then airsoft, but they look more realistic, like real guns.
Yeah.
He has those kinds of. Like,
But there's like, you hit something, it's just tink, like it's nothing, there's no satisfaction
Right.
there.
yeah.
Those things can go though, man.
What was
Yeah.
They fly.
ShortyUSA.com.
That's where I would get my
Oh,
paintball.
that was the best.
That's where I had the magazine.
I was just fantasize about having like a go-kart with a.
Is it down? Is it? Oh no, is Shorty USA not a thing anymore? This was like a school shooter's East Bay.
Oh my god! yeah. It was like just like here's a bunch of guns that you can have.
I remember one year I asked legitimately for an MP5.
Yeah, just like, oh my god.
Yeah, they had the coolest.
I just don't think you want Tommy to be an airsoft boy.
No.
That becomes airsoft
Yeah,
adults.
up
and those
where
are,
we are, there's a big airsoft course.
I think you let him
Bristol,
decide.
Oh, that might be better
Salem,
then.
But I don't know because I'm scared I'll take my 14-year-old kid to there and it'll just be nothing but 35.
You're going to get in a fist fight with a man.
Yeah, that it ain't fun, brother.
Yeah. So I want to make sure I keep him at age level.
Get him a slingshot. He seems like a slingshot kid.
Slingshot. He had a slingshot when he was 7, 8.
What about like he
And
could
then
build
I
his own
bought him a,
trebuchet or
bow.
catapult,
Trebuchet'd be dope.
and he could throw rocks into the lake real far.
I know what a trebuchet is, but I don't think the Mook does. What is it?
It's like a counterweight style catapult.
Oh yeah. Okay. I got you, Mook.
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool
We
shit.
had one of those at my high
That's an
school.
oil derrick.
At your high school.
Yeah, we had one at our high school, and every year they
The oil derrick is hilarious. Like those big devices. They're like, Derek, what should we name this?
Oil Derrick is the name of something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have one idea. How about
Hurry up, Derek.
How about Derek? All right. The engineers just finished this device that will literally change the world. Pump out oil. What should we call it? Derek. Derek, you were in charge of this one. What you got?
Derek, you got 24 hours. Name this fucking thing.
Oh fuck! How about Derek?
Call it Derek.
I wish Steve Jobs had done that with the iPhone.
The Steve.
Yeah, the Steve. Yeah.
People should just name stuff after their first name.
Yeah,
That would be way better.
it would be.
I'm trying to think. Oh, whatever. All right.
I had one thing. Thank you guys for coming out to the show in Austin.
Oh yeah. That was a really good turnout. Everybody was super cool. I was with the second show. It started pouring down rain, like we were outside meeting people, so we had to cut that short. I feel bad, but a lot of really cool people.
we got the fuck a fan.
Oh, a guy came up. He's like, "Hey, Mook, I won the Fuck a Fan contest."
Which is something we had.
Mook had it, I
That
believe.
looks like
Right
Rudy
on.
in disguise.
And so
Is that Rudy?
it's Rudy and Quiggs combined. And the guy, and like Mook was like, "Oh, you want it? Like, what do you want?" He was like, "I want to fuck you." And we were like, "No, but like, what do you like? Do you want like just like a pic? Do you want to like?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Bend over."
Oh, he was insistent on.
But that was me pushing his dick into your
I
ass.
can see that.
Yeah, I'm caught in the act.
Look like-
that could be anybody.
Good news, Mook, is you do look like a man who's getting fucked for the first time.
That's a huge compliment.
You look like
that is a
you look like the Secret Service guys when JFK gets shot, like rushing
Oh,
in.
me? Yeah, I'm like scurrying him away, but I'm going in.
Oh, you ran into one of the Baldstool boys.
Yeah, what a small world.
No way.
Yeah.
Went on the trip with you?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
He was a cool guy.
Was he at
Scott.
the show?
No.
Oh, that is
I was walking around South Congress Street.
random.
I went to an old timey candy shop to buy those satellite wafers, and I ate way too many and got sick.
Yeah. Shout out Scott.
Big shout, Scott. Okay. Have a good holiday.
Yeah.
God bless.